This one's nice and personal for me. Your feminists say you're sexist for not choosing chicker. They don't even know what I'm choosing yet. It's Totodile, but they don't know what I'm choosing yet. Everyone's choosing Totodile almost. Honestly. Well, let's go ahead and get into this. Give her a like and sub if you like her, or if you just think she has fabulous hair, which she does. Good for her. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'm ready to rage over some feminists telling me how to play my Pokemon games.
It is always hilarious to see people melting down over the smallest things possible that are posted on the internet, and right now the target seems to be Pokemon, because yes guys, apparently you are sexist if you don't pick Chikorita.
Why?
I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now you would think, well, Pokemon.
What do you mean? What do you mean who's picking Chikorita? The Pokemon fandom's sexism is showing, and I'm still picking my girl. It can be a boy. It has a higher chance of being a boy than it does a girl when you pick it at the start. Maybe you should talk to Game Freak about that.
Everybody loves the franchise. It's so cute and fun and wholesome, but no. If you don't pick the right starter, apparently you are sexist. And if you criticize this starter, you're sexist. So this comes from none other than the...
It's boring. Its moveset kind of sucks. And as it evolves, it doesn't get better. It stays boring. It's a monotype, so it doesn't really offer a whole lot. Every grass type in the game is better than it, other than maybe Sunkern. And even then, I could rock a Sunflora. I have swept teams with Sunflora. This is a defensive monster that sucks against the first gym, sucks against the second gym, kind of sucks a little bit against the third gym, technically. I can't remember if it learns anything that can put somebody to sleep. Sucks against the fourth gym. Let's see. Sucks against the fifth gym, other than maybe the Poliwrath that's in that gym. Sucks against Jasmine. Yeah. No. See, that's tough. Because technically, the steel types are dual types that are bad against grass, but also the steel kind of balances that out. So it's not particularly good against them either. And guess what the next gym is? Ice. And you know what the next gym? And there's Dragon. Ace is not good in the game. Team Rocket, full of poison types. What do you think this thing is going to do against poison types? And then you take it to take it back to Kanto. Guess what? Rocks, yes, will be good against the rocks. Bad against, will be good against the water-ish, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember Missy's team in Gen 2. But I'm pretty sure they have something to cover for that. But you can still probably use it against the water types. And that's if you get past the Elite Four using this thing in your team. This thing sucks.
Mary Sue, a raging feminist outlet.
Keep in mind, Gen 2 is my favorite. But the starter selection is awful.
What do you mean, who's picking Chikorita? The Pokemon fandom sexism is showing, and I'm still picking my girl in Legend Z to A. It's just so funny how ridiculous they truly sound here. In light of Pokemon Day 2025, I was thrilled to see Chikorita revealed as one of the returning...
I was confused. I love Gen 2. I'm glad Totodile's in there. But Chikorita sucks.
starters in Pokemon Legends Z to A. Then I remembered people hate this Pokemon, like to the point of crashing out on the internet. One user on TikTok asked literally, who's picking Chikorita? And this is something I have asked myself before. I understand you like this certain type of creature. That's fine if you have love and nostalgia for Chikorita because you're one in a million people who actually chose this one. But to go and have a meltdown.
Listen, if you chose I'm sorry, I'm going off on, I don't even care. If you chose Chikorita, you have bad taste, but God bless. You pick the starter that's your favorite. I don't care. If you like this cute little thing that doesn't do anything useful and is the worst starter and probably one of the worst starters in general, then you pick your favorite starter. It's Pokemon. Play it how you want. It's going to be a hindrance to you, but you play it how you want. That's what Pokemon is for. And I will defend to the death your right to pick any Pokemon you want when you're playing the game. I can't judge. I pick Sunkern. I play with a Sunflora. And I'm proud of it. But you can't tell other people that their choices are sexist. You can. It's your God-given right. But you can't be mad at people for telling you Chikorita sucks or not picking Chikorita when you're sitting there calling them sexist for doing it.
and call people sexist for making fun of a fictional creature is just so funny to me. I genuinely don't know how anyone in their right mind could see Totodile and Cyndaquil and say, you know what, I'm choosing Chikorita. That just sounds insane, but then again, so is this article. Not even the possibility of Mega Evolution or a new regional evolution is enough to stop the Chikorita hate. Yeah, guys, stop being bigots. Stop criticizing this fictional creature. Since it was introduced back in...
Listen, if they're giving it a Mega Evolution, which why wouldn't they? It's in the game where they introduce Mega Evolutions, and if anyone needs a Mega Evolution out of the starters, Chikorita's one of them. Chikorita's one of the top ones that does. Totodile, Feraligatr is a fantastic Pokemon. It can stay monotype because it has because it can get strong jaw and a bunch of bite moves that has coverage. Not a problem. Chikorita sucks though.
In the Gen 2 titles, Gold and Silver.
I'm excited if they do give Megas though. Feraligatr is gonna be fearsome, man.
A member of Ash's team in the anime, Chikorita and her iconic leaf ponytail have been the subjects of criticism and bad faith debates held to the same double standards.
It can be both
as
genders.
The girls and LGBTQIA+ fans who've stuck by her side all of these years. Your gender and your sexuality and your identity don't make you a better fan than somebody else. And what is so hilarious to me is these are the types of people who constantly say, your sexuality doesn't define you, your gender shouldn't be used against you, yet they constantly use it as a shield in discussions like this.
A sword and shield?
Surprise, people still hate Chikorita in 2025. Yeah, because it's just a bad...
New
It's a bad what?
Oreo
Oreo puff. Gross.
Milk's
Ew.
new best friend.
Ew. That looks nasty.
I've had this ad blocker for 1 week, and it's already blocked over 1,000 ads. Meet Pi.
You know what blocks ads not getting online?
Add a Pokemon, and it's funny to me how they specify in this that like Chikorita is a female, and Chikorita's always been a female when that really isn't the case because
No, Chikorita's male and has a higher chance of being male. You have to reset a lot or get very lucky to get a female.
if you look at kind of the gender differences when it comes to the starters and like how rare it is to actually get a female starter, as you can see, Chikorita has the
Yeah,
same percentage
there.
to be a male
There it is. There's
as
math.
the others. So most of the Chikorita, at least this is in Soul Silver, are males. It's rare to actually get a female. So the majority of the time, Chikorita's a guy. Who's gonna tell these buffoons? If it's not a complaint about Chikorita's girly or lackluster appearance, it's about her average stats and poor performance in her native region. How dare these developers make a female creature that isn't as strong as her male counterparts? We need to cancel them. This is why there are so many jokes about women in the gaming industry and women ruining the gaming industry. Now, obviously, I don't believe that, and I know most of you don't believe that. It's just kind of a joke at this point in time, but this is why this joke exists, because you are a female who is constantly complaining about how females in video games are not as strong as their male counterparts, or there's not enough of them and there's not enough representation for women, which is just crazy to think about because it's just so totally and completely inaccurate. Funny considering its final evolution is comparable to fan favorites. That's fine, but that
No,
doesn't
it's
mean you
not.
still have to
No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, good luck finding somebody whose Meganium is their favorite starter Pokemon evolution. Good luck with that. They're out there, but good luck finding them.
like it as much as Totodile or Cyndaquil. While design and stat preferences are subjective, what's especially silly about furthering this narrative is that the thinly veiled misogyny that's always surrounded the Chikorita line likely won't hold very much weight soon. Yeah, guys, if you've criticized this fictional creature, your time is up. With the next Legends title in the works, we can safely assume we'll see each returning starter receive a new form, whether a regional final evolutionary form or mega evolution. Either way, stat boosts and design touch-ups are all but guaranteed, answering big complaints. In the meantime, singling out Chikorita and bashing its stats feels needlessly hateful and honestly pretty sexist and homophobic. To those asking who's planning on picking Chikorita, I am, and I'm tired of debating one of my favorite starters by
How's it
Guys,
homophobic?
this has to be top tier trolling material.
How's it
I
homophobic?
genuinely thought when I was sent that headline that it was fake, but it's not. That's the worst thing about this, is that the Mary Sue has posted articles like this for years, and they are being 100% serious, saying that it is racist and homophobic and misogynist and sexist to not choose the Pokemon starter that they like, or the Pokemon starter that they've deemed a woman, when again, it's actually not like 95% chance to be a female. And I had actually posted this over on my ex, and people are brutally mocking the Mary Sue now. Savvy said, it's people like that who need to be told no, just repeatedly told no. Anything they ask, even if it's how your day, just tell them no. I've always liked Chikorita.
What? See, now you're just being unnecessarily complicated to, like, counter someone's stupidity. So you're just being stupid back. And stupid is as stupid does, I guess. But you can't counter stupid with stupid. That won't get anywhere, and you're just wasting your time.
Chikorita, but to be sexist for not? WTF, I seriously don't get what's going on. Except Chikorita can also be a boy just like every other Pokemon unless they do updates to it. Chikorita is one of the weaker grass-type starters. This is 100%
Yeah,
true.
it
You
is.
could never compare Chikorita
Thank you, Noel, lady with Christmas name. Smart, brilliant, beautiful.
and Bulbasaur. I might not almost ever choose Bulbasaur, but you could not compare those two. Clearly, there's a winner. I'm still picking my girl. Chikorita's 75% male, just like all the other starters. Chikorita's my favorite starter. Are they implying that only women like Chikorita? I guess so. Sorry, Totodile is the only option I see. See, I always go Cyndaquil, I always go the Fires, but on the flip side, I can understand the Totodile hype.
I always went fire up until Alola and Poplio just stole my heart. My favorite was Blaziken until Delphox came out. Little Fennekin. I loved Delphox. I loved the design and the Fire and Psychic, two great types. I liked them both. It had like a mystical quality. It was great. Unfortunately, one gen later, Poplio came out and immediately replaced it. And Primarina remains to this day my favorite starter Pokemon. No contest. Luckily, Sword and Shield was no contest. It was some more boring Pokemon I didn't care about. Like, I liked some of it a little bit. Not all. Technical difficulties.
I always pick fire type. Yep, that's me. Oh no, what is actually wrong with these people? Chikorita can also be male. WTF. Rule number 1 for game journalists: never try to tell gamers what to do. So yes, guys, apparently you're a terrible person for not picking the starter that these people prefer. I will be keeping my eye on this to see if they do any sort of a follow-up article. It seems like bait, truly and genuinely, but at the same time, it is on the Mary Sue, and that is genuinely how these raging feminists think. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
Thanks for watching, YouTube. You looking pretty good today, by the way. Make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/mplaythejolly. I'm almost affiliate, and every follow counts. Like and subscribe. You know what? Subscribe to yourself. You deserve it.